Like me, you're probably waiting for the Snowbreak dev team to address the censorship issues. They've been relatively silent ever since coming back online, but I don't know. I don't think that's gonna happen necessarily because apparently Snowbreak is continuing to suffer additional reports after reopening. Yeah, they apparently didn't get enough the first time. They're once again trying to take Snowbreak back down. Because why the hell not? They can't be satisfied with, whatever games they have, whatever forms of media they have, right? Although, little segue here, this is actually what the topic of today's video is about. I just happened across one of arguably hilarious, yes, but at the same time, terrible for the parents involved. But one of the most hilarious articles and videos that I have seen specifically pertaining to Snowbreak and more specifically Love and Deepspace. Yeah, this is a karma moment. Love and Deepspace has been covered by the media after a 13-year-old girl used her mother's ID card to register for the game, bypassing the 18+ age restriction, and then spent 15,000 RMB. Now, if you do the exchange here into US dollars, that equates to $2,200. And with how predatory this game is, it got her absolutely breaking nothing. But finally, after Snowbreak has been absolutely decimated in the media, Love and Deepspace is making its rounds. I don't know if this is necessarily going to impact the game, but it's about time that more than just Snowbreak makes the headlines. There are multiple comments I want to go ahead here and go over, but before that, I actually ran because there was a Billy video here, and unfortunately there is no English translation. There are no English subtitles at all. It's just a very blurred out, very heavily censored video of Love and Deepspace and a lot of the things that happen in it, and then the mother talking about the situation, which again is terrible. I decided to run the Billy through Grok because I wanted it to summarize the video for me. Grok, after all, AI specifically is great at translating things that you don't understand. So from other languages, AI is a fantastic tool to translate to make things easier for you. Now, I will point out here and preface the entire thing that AI doesn't get everything right, and this should be taken as a machine translation. It's probably missing out on some of the information, and beyond that, some of the intricacies of what makes this story so unique. But a mother from Ningbo named Mrs. Song or Miss Song discovered that a large amount of money had disappeared from her WeChat wallet. After questioning her 13-year-old daughter, who is in the first year of junior high, she learned the girl had secretly transferred the money and spent roughly over $2,200 recharging the adult-only ultimate gacha game Love and Deepspace. So she used her mother's ID. She didn't just spend her mother's money, she used her mother's ID to sign up, to bypass the age restriction. This is hilarious. I mean, terrible, but hilarious. The game officially requires players to be 18+. The account was registered using the mother's own ID card. When the mother demanded a refund from the game developer, the company refused, arguing that because the account is registered as an adult, they have no way to prove a minor is actually playing it. Why not just issue a chargeback and then have your daughter's account shut down? Fuck your daughter. She screwed you out of $2,200. Screw her account. She deserved this, man. No, issue a chargeback, have your daughter's account shut down, and this is the repercussions of her actions. This will teach her not to spend money that isn't hers. And you know what? While we're on this topic, what kind of 13-year-old has no grasp or concept of money to begin with? Has she never had to pay for lunch before? Has she never wanted a pair of clothes or shoes or a video game or anything where she either has to wait or work for that money, like an active allowance or just I don't know, man. 13 years old, you should have a basic grasp of the concept of money and its purpose and its importance. Presents a mother's complaint, shows the protection in game spending. It sparks discussion of parental oversight, gaming addiction among minors, and platform responsibility for age verification. Yo, I don't mean to interrupt the video, but I need to take a moment here to thank all my incredible patrons over on Patreon whose support continues to allow for me to do regular videos like this every single day on this channel. Thank y'all so much, including our YouTube channel members. You guys mean the world to me. So do you guys as viewers as well. Now, without further ado, let's continue. I asked Grok to elaborate because that was kind of very vague about everything. Her daughter had been playing the game without her mother's knowledge. The mother said that she had tried to give her daughter more privacy as she grew older, which is why she didn't closely monitor the WeChat account. I mean, maybe you should have. The game officially requires players to be 18 plus and use real name verification, which used her mother. The account was registered using Miss Song's own Chinese ID card. Means the game system sees it as a verified adult account. She contacted Paper Games. They refused to refund. The daughter herself now regrets it and apologized to her. Of course she apologized to her mother. She just screwed her out of $2,500. God damn. They interviewed the upset mother. They looked at the family situation. They showed the daughter's confession and the scale of the spending. $2,200, dude. That's wild. Contacts or attempts to contact Paper Games for their official stance. Highlighted the loophole of the game's engaged verification system. Ends with the blah, blah, blah. Company taking responsibility. Make sure you watch what your kids are spending. I mean, I'm like, goddamn, I'm of the opinion that kids shouldn't be playing predatory games like gacha games anyway. Public reaction from the comment specifically on the Bilibili page. Viewers are split between blaming the mother for not supervising closely enough, saying kids will be kids. Yo, what? Okay, sure. Kids will be kids. Sure. Yep, that's a defense. The fact that anyone is sitting there saying, yeah, my kids spend thousands of my dollars. That's just, kids will be kids. That's what kids do. No, they don't. What the fuck? And not supervising closely enough. This is Miss. She's a Miss. She's not a Mrs. She's a single mother. She's probably working her ass off for this money, sending her child to school. While she's actively monitoring what's going on, she can't actively monitor if you steal your parent's card and then sign up for a video game unbeknownst to you and then immediately charge $2,200 worth of purchases to the game. That isn't her responsibility. She evidently saw it. But, I mean, like, you're not going to know it's happening until it's happened, especially as a hardworking adult. Criticizing Paper Games for having weak real minor protection measures and refusing refunds even when clear evidence of a child is provided. Yeah, this is shit. But at the same time, I have talked shit about Paper Games so many times. Like, Love and Deepspace, Infinity Nikki, the developers, the publishers are absolute garbage and trash. They set up 2 different sponsorships with me. I mean, I have a video going over everything with regards to the sponsored lack of content after signing the agreement and after going through the process of setting up recording, downloading the game, getting all the material ready. I mean, I have nothing but disdain for this company. This right here does not shock me at all. Pointing out how easy it is for minors to bypass age gates in Chinese mobile games by using their parents' IDs. This is unfortunately true. They need to do something about that. There is no resolution yet, as it is only a day old, but hopefully with the news covering this topic, something can be done, because this is terrible. This is already bad. If things escalate to this extent, don't say Snowbreak. Any games would be under scrutiny in China. Isn't a girl supposed to be in school at 13? I mean, every kid goes home eventually and plays games. If you think LaDS downfall will help Snowbreak or any other game, you're stupid. China only get worse for everyone. I mean, that's actually kind of true. Snowbreak is a very heavily male-centered game with its fan service. I find it very hard to believe a female minor did that. I mean, it's reported on the news. How can you, huh? What more information do you need? I mean, just going into the comments, there's a lot of hate there. I'm not gonna delve any deeper into it because that's actually crazy seeing how toxic that community section is or that comment section is. And I don't really want to show that in a video, but suffice it to say, Snowbreak continues to get reported. Love and Deepspace is now making national news because of the situation that happened with a 13-year-old kid. God damn. Gacha is going out of control. And you know what? It's only going to get worse. Gacha games are only getting progressively more popular. I know you think that you just hit the end of the video, and technically, yeah, you have. And I know your first reaction is to close out of it at this juncture, but don't. No, instead, I urge you to take a moment here and click one of the videos on screen that are coming up in just a moment so you remain up to date with everything going on in the gacha genre. Trust me, you are not going to regret doing so. Stay flaccid.